One of my students once told me something that perfectly explains why intermediate English speakers often feel very stuck. He said to me, I understand almost everything in English, but when I try to speak, I feel like a complete beginner. And the strange thing was, he had been studying for years, watching Netflix, reading articles, listening to English podcasts, everything you could think of. But his speaking never improved. And the reason is the biggest mistake intermediate English learners make when they speak. So, what is the biggest mistake? Well, the biggest mistake is waiting until you feel ready. Most learners think that fluency comes from learning more vocabulary, more grammar, more learning. So they spend months improving their passive English. They watch Netflix, they listen to podcasts, they read, but their speaking doesn't improve. Why? Because English speaking is another skill. Think about learning guitar. You could watch a lot of different YouTube videos on how to play guitar. You could listen to the best advice for playing guitar. You could even listen to lots and lots of guitar music. But will that make you better at playing guitar? No. You get better at playing guitar by playing guitar. You get better at speaking English by speaking English. I actually made this exact mistake when I started learning Italian. I studied lots and lots of vocabulary. I studied lots of grammar every day for almost an hour or an hour and a half. Every single day, I was studying so much, but my speaking didn't improve at all. I was doing everything right, but when I tried to speak Italian, I felt slow and awkward and honestly embarrassed. What changed everything was speaking every single day with my girlfriend and her family. They don't speak any English, so I had no choice. And slowly but surely, my brain stopped translating. I remember one moment very clearly. I went for some drinks with a couple of friends, and we were having some conversations in Italian, of course. And at one point, I realized I had been speaking Italian the whole time, and so had everybody else. And suddenly it hit me like, oh my God, everything is in Italian. And that moment felt crazy. It felt amazing. Like all my hard work had finally paid off. It finally worked. And it was crazy because 1 year before, I could barely order a coffee in the cafe. But the improvement didn't come from more studying. It came from simply speaking every single day. But here's the problem. Speaking feels awkward at first. You feel uncomfortable. You might feel embarrassed about your mistakes. So learners avoid it. They go back to the books. They tell themselves, well, I'm not ready. I just need more vocabulary. But the truth is, you don't become ready by studying or waiting. You become ready by speaking. Here's a very simple exercise you can start today. Every day, speak for 60 seconds to yourself. You don't need a partner for this. Speak about your day. Speak about anything, but speak out loud. Don't stop. Don't worry. At the beginning, it will feel slow. That's very normal. Your brain is learning to retrieve English faster. If you do this for 30 days, you'll notice a huge difference. In my last videos, I talked about passive versus active vocabulary and translating in your head. This mistake connects directly to those ideas. If you only train passive English, your speaking won't improve. You need active repetition. If you want a structured way to practice speaking every single day, I made a free 14-day speaking activation plan. Each day, you'll get a short exercise designed to help you stop translating, activate your vocabulary, and build real-world confidence. The link is in the description. All you need is an email. Remember, fluency doesn't come from learning more English. It comes from using English more. Start today. Speak for 60 seconds. Do it every day. That's how fluency begins. I'll see you in the next video.